Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Blueprint Design and I'm Nikhil. And in this video, we're going to be looking at adding audio files or soundtracks to your design. This can be a huge advantage in your prototypes depending on how you use it, and it's not that difficult. So, for example, I'm working on a music streaming application which can stream music online. For example, the recently added albums or the most popular albums of all time. The app also can stream podcasts that the user subscribes to. So, for example, if I want to play the song Lost Cause, I'll go to the player artboard and I'm able to play this audio file right within the prototype itself. I have not connected any external applications or I'm not playing in the background. The only difference is that obviously I cannot play this album in the YouTube video because of copyright issues. That's why I'm playing a sample audio file. But if you have recorded your own audio files, for example, if this were an education tech application where the users can actually learn some skills, you could record your own tutorials and play those in the prototype itself. But that design could be for another video. So coming back to the music playback, I can really add as many music files or audio tracks I want in my design, and they can play directly within the Adobe prototype. Obviously, I was not able to play the actual album because of copyright issues, but you get the idea. So let's see how to design and add audio files in your prototypes. I'm really new to YouTube and I like sharing my ideas and knowledge with the community. So if you like what you see, please like this video and share it with your network so more people can benefit from this. And consider subscribing to my channel as I regularly post videos which might be helpful to you in the future. So let's get started. So I'm in Adobe Xd and I already took the opportunity to design the artboards for the home screen for the music streaming app, which you can see over here. Let me go back to the design tab. And I also actually designed the player artboard, which we'll see when we're actually playing a soundtrack. And in this case, I want to play one of the most popular songs, that is Despacito. This is just an example. You could add any examples in your designs. Right off the bat, what I want to do is when I click on this album, I want to be able to go to the next artboard over here. So let's hop back into the prototype tab, and the way I've actually arranged this artboard is I have arranged all my layers in groups. If you've been following my videos, I am a big advocate of layering and naming all the layers, so that whenever you are coming back to the design file in the future, you can easily relate to and look for any layer that you want to edit. And so this is the most popular group, and within the group I have a repeat grid for a number of examples of albums, which then I've actually added into a scroll group. So when I'm prototyping this, I can actually move around and scroll through the entire list. So navigating down to this album, I want to create an interaction. So I'm just going to click on this blue arrow and then drag to the destination artboard that I want to add the interaction for. And looking at the properties inspector, I want to create the interaction as an auto animate, and to have that nice interaction or micro interaction, um, I have to add one more step, which I'll come back to. And obviously the destination is player. I want this to run through 0.8 seconds. I'm going to leave the easing as is. Going into the design tab, what I want to do is Again, for this artboard, I've actually arranged all the layers in groups. And so this is the navigation bar down below. And on the top, that is the menu bar. And everything else, or the actual player, is in its own group. So I'm going to copy the entire group, come back to the home screen, and then paste it. And the way I've arranged these in the layers, I actually want the player to be beneath the navigation bar and the menu bar, but above the recently added tracks and the most popular tracks. What I'm going to do now is, with that player group selected, I'm actually going to hold shift and drag down, so the interaction would appear as coming from the bottom of the screen. I'm also going to reduce the opacity to 0 for this. And that's all I had to do for the auto animate interaction. So now, heading back to the prototype tab, I've already added that interaction just a minute ago. So when we click on this album, this screen will pop up. Now on this screen, we can actually play the album. And so that's what we're going to do next. I really want to quickly create duplicate of this artboard. So I'm going to hop back quickly into the design tab. And with this artboard selected, I'm going to press Command or Control D to create duplicate. All we have to do now is actually create that interaction to play the audio. And so if I go down into this artboard layers, I've actually added the play or the pause buttons as components and different states of components. And so all I need to do is go down and select that particular group, and again create an interaction right there. So dragging the group and selecting and dragging that blue arrow, I can easily create an interaction. And now this is going to be a tap trigger. Obviously it's going to be auto animate. The destination is this artboard, but the duration, I want to start that as quickly as possible. So if I can set that to 0.01, actually I can. And so I'm going to set that to the lowest value possible. And right here, if you notice the properties inspector, right at the bottom, you can see the action tab. So essentially you can add one more action within the same interaction. So this is a tap trigger, and the action tab is only available in the tab trigger. So this can be one point to remember when you're working on your designs and adding audio files. So I'm going to press on the plus icon to add one more action within the same interaction. So I'm only going to be tapping once, and Adobe Xd is actually going to perform two actions within the same interaction. And for the second action, I'm going to select audio playback, and then I can choose an audio file that I want to play. So I'm going to select this one, as I've already added that earlier when I was practicing for this. And when we go to the destination artboard, I want to switch the play icon to the pause icon. And right now I'm actually going to create another interaction. When the user clicks on or taps on the pause icon, it should go back to this artboard and really pause the playback. But I don't have to add any interaction to pause the playback. Adobe is actually going to do that automatically for me. That's all there is for this interaction. Actually, I want to create a flow for these interactions for these artboards. So I'm going to select the music or artboard or the home artboard, tap on this home screen, the home icon, I'm sorry, and I can name it to my liking. And so here's the moment of truth. So I can scroll through the different items in the scroll group. When I tap on this, player actually slides from the bottom, as we've actually indicated Adobe to do so. And There you have it. The audio plays seamlessly. The next steps for me in this video could be, or in this design could be, to actually try to prototype the seeker so it actually moves along as the song plays. Don't forget to save your progress, and that's really it for this video. Again, if you like this video, please show some love by hitting the like button down below. Share this with your networks, and do consider subscribing to this channel, as I actually love to create and share my ideas and knowledge with the community. Once again, thank you so much for watching.